Hi.
Evening.
Good evening.
Hi.
Okay. Good evening. A very good evening to you. How are you?
I'm doing great. And how are you?
Excellent. I'm doing really well. And yours is the last session of the day for me. So I know I'm going to end the day on a very good note. So I'm starting the
Oh,
session with
great.
a very positive mindset.
Of course, of course.
It's always a pleasure to, talk to you because I don't have to give you any correction. So I know I can have that free mind because you're a good
Okay.
speaker. So that's the
Oh,
reason. And talking about the C1 material, I have shared it with our operations manager. I had shared it with our operations manager. Did you receive it in your
yeah.
mail?
Only today I got it, just an hour
Absolutely.
ago.
Great, great. Actually, I sent it to him today, so he's done a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Okay, so please go through it.
Great.
You will get to know, or you can have a glimpse into the kind of content that I watch for my English. You may or may not like it, but do try it out once. Okay.
Yeah, of course. I saw it, and the first few, like the first 18 or 20, it
Hmm.
was almost like that. Out of that, I was aware with the first 15. So
Okay.
out of 20, I was aware with 15. And that, I mean, that made me recall that
Hmm.
when you had first shared this with me,
Hmm.
I had
Hmm.
searched something, and then
Hmm.
in that list, whatever vocabulary was there, almost I was aware with 80%. But when it comes to use,
Amazing.
I
Yeah.
was unable to use only 15 or 20%, or maybe less than that. So that
Okay.
is the problem, and I had decided that I have to work on this. But somehow along the way, I
Hmm.
got busy in doing other things, and I just
Hmm.
lost that, because it
I wanted
happens
to
that
ask
when you
you,
follow.
that is the idioms is one thing, like the vocabulary part is good. In the beginning, I have shared some links with you, some links to certain travel vlogs, certain
Yeah,
comedy channels.
I haven't, I have not been able to search all those. I have just
Go to that
watched
first.
idioms. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, no
only
problem. The
because,
idioms part, I'm sure you're
yeah,
gonna handle. That's okay. But what is more important is the style of speaking, right? English is good
right.
already. It's about opening up a little more and expressing
Yeah,
yourself in a more carefree manner. For that, watch the videos. Okay, follow those
yeah, of
channels.
course.
Okay.
And one thing I would like to share with you, that I
Yes.
might have shared it earlier as well, that now I have become somewhat free in speaking,
Yeah.
so much so that I do not care if somebody is
Hmm.
listening to me, what will they think, and all that. So,
Hmm.
on that line,
Let's continue.
with the topic, yeah.
Perfect. Great. So, what are some major changes that you've observed in your lifestyle over the last, say, 2 or 3 years? Um, is there any difference in the time that you wake up, the time that you sleep, the kind of food you eat? Have there been significant changes or it's been pretty constant?
It's been pretty constant
Hmm.
in all other aspect
Hmm.
except
Hmm.
traveling. Like
Hmm.
earlier, I
Hmm.
hardly used to travel. So
Hmm.
if ever I used to go outside, it was
Yeah.
because of some work or some
Hmm.
exam. Maybe I'm going to attend some exam in Delhi
Yeah.
or in other parts of country. Then
Mm-hmm.
only I used to move outside out of station.
Okay. Okay.
Now in last two
Hmm.
years, I have been traveling, and
Okay.
with a group of friends, we are traveling in a way that we
Hmm.
want to cover the whole of India, like India tour in just 3 or 4 years.
Hmm.
So we have covered almost 10 states in last
Wow.
2 years. So that is a big change in my lifestyle. Apart from that, if I talk about the normal routine, that has been
Hmm.
similar to what I
Hmm.
used to follow
Hmm.
2 years
Hmm.
ago.
Hmm. Great. Amazing. Good to know that. And you've covered 10 states. That's no joke. That's a big deal. So, what other places are on your bucket list next? What's the one place that you're dying to visit?
The bucket list, I mean, I don't even know. The bucket list is whole India. Like I said earlier, that
Hmm.
we are about to cover
Yeah.
every state or every
Hmm.
tourist place of India.
Hmm.
So no
Hmm.
matter which, it happens like whenever we come together, we decide,
Yes.
or even if we have decided something, I might have explained to you. Last year
Yes.
we had decided to visit Darjeeling, but the
Hmm.
moment we reached
Hmm.
some place like
Hmm.
Siliguri, maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah, the moment we reached Siliguri, from there
Hmm.
on the spot, we changed the plan, and instead
Hmm.
of Darjeeling, we went to
Hmm.
Gangtok.
Hmm. Okay.
So I would not say that there is something that is in bucket list. Whatever the
Yeah.
places that are missing till now, that
Okay.
we have not been able to cover, all of them
Yeah.
are in our bucket list.
All right. Lovely. That's great. And changes in lifestyle require a change in the mindset. I think the mind is where everything begins, right? So, have you observed any shift, any positive changes in your thought process over the last few months or just this year, if we are talking? So, have you noticed anything of that sort?
Definitely, in that terms, of course, I have changed a lot, and
Hmm.
we have been discussing it throughout our sessions. The
Hmm.
way we have
Yeah, this
interacted
is
over the period of
specifically
one
to
and a
your,
half year.
yeah, this is
Yeah,
specific to your English speaking skills. I'm talking about other things, maybe your perspective
yeah,
towards life, your attitude towards challenges, your maybe the way you react to criticism, whatever. So those changes, those kind of
yeah.
mindset.
That is what I was about to come, and that's what
Mm-hmm.
I told that
Mm-hmm.
ever since last one and a half year, whenever we have
Yeah.
met, we have been discussing this, that how I used to feel uh, pessimist. I was a pessimist, and how I changed to an optimist. How I
Huh.
started feeling about myself. How I
Mm-hmm.
used to think about myself earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
since I have not been able to do certain things,
Hmm.
I don't feel like doing anything else. So from there to a place where I have a goal now, and I'm looking
Hmm.
forward to completing that as soon as possible. So these are the changes that are
Hmm.
there.
Hmm.
And apart from
Okay.
this, I mean, the changes, other things that towards society. And
Hmm.
another thing that already have explained to you, the
Mm-hmm.
way we come together at
Hmm.
certain places or certain occasions, and we
Yeah.
visit to some underprivileged people and share something. So these are the changes. Of course,
Hmm.
it will also be included in the lifestyle for sure.
Very well. Great. I mean, yeah, the pessimism stuff and everything we have discussed already. Uh, Great. That's fine. And what do you consider to be an uh, to be a glamorous lifestyle? Some people would say that having a lot of money is quite glamorous. That is a great lifestyle. For somebody else, fame is the most important thing, and others feel like if you can, buy whatever you want, whatever is necessary, that is sufficient. So, according to you, what is the most glamorous lifestyle that one can have?
Uh, Personally, I think the last one that you just described, that
Mm-hmm.
if you are able to buy something that is important to you and then move on to your life, that is more than enough for me. And if
Hmm.
I talk about the glamorous thing or and all, I mean, if I talk about the glamorous lifestyle,
Yeah.
I had always a desire to be famous, not only for the sake of fame, but the dream that I had. Of course,
Hmm.
if I had been able to do something great in that, I would have
Yeah.
become famous itself.
Hmm.
So, because of
Hmm.
that, even after achieving that, I would have uh,
Hmm.
stick with the lifestyle, a normal lifestyle. That
Yeah.
my, if I give only example with few names, you would
Hmm.
come to know what I'm trying to say. So,
Sure.
whenever it's like Sachin Tendulkar, Rahul
Mm-hmm.
Dravid,
Yeah.
and a few singers like Udit Narayan, they
Mm-hmm.
are, I mean, they they
Hmm.
they they have achieved so many things. There is
Hmm.
nothing left in their career that they
Hmm.
might have not touched. Yet
Yeah.
they are so simple. They are so down to earth, even after being such a big star of their. country,
in
and not
their
only the
respective
country,
fields.
across the
Yeah.
world. Yeah, in their respective field. So I appreciate that, and I feel that even if I had done something like that, or
Mm.
even 10% of that, even
Mm.
after that, I would have had enough money, but I would have lived the simple lifestyle.
Okay. So you're pretty confident, huh? Good.
Yeah,
That's nice. And I've observed this even in the lives of billionaires. Like if you see Mark Zuckerberg or Bill Gates, uh, they are the world's richest people, right? They are some of the world's richest people, but the way they dress and the kind of lifestyle that they portray, I think that's quite simple and that's very grounded. We don't know what goes behind the scenes, but uh, if that's how simple they are in their real life, I think that's very inspiring, truly.
yeah,
Okay, great. And have you heard of this FOMO, fear of missing out? Have you heard this before?
yeah, of course.
Okay. So in this world of social media where everyone is putting up pictures and videos of their lifestyle, somebody has purchased a fancy house, others have some swanky cars, somebody else is traveling every month to a different place. So have you ever felt this FOMO or the fear of missing out, like, oh, I am missing out on these things, but everybody else is doing it? So have you ever felt that?
Never, never. I
Never?
have never felt like that. That
Okay.
I would say that I have FOGO, that fear of going out.
Missing out. Oh,
No, no,
you have
I'm
fear
saying
of
that
going out.
FOG.
Got
Yeah,
it. It's
FOGO,
called,
yeah.
JOMO, the joy of missing out.
Okay. So I thought it FOGO. So I made maybe
Okay, you
so
can
it
say it's
just clicked
JOMO.
in my mind that okay.
Very witty. I'm impressed. That's quite witty. So there is actually a word called JOMO. It's called the joy of missing out. It's specifically for
Okay.
introverts who are very happy to live in their home and not really go out too much and just chill in their abode. So I think that's JOMO. Good to know that I met one
But
person who
but
feels this way.
to be honest,
Hmm.
to be honest, I would feel this FOMO
Hmm.
in case if I'm missing a trip that all my friends are going to. We, the way we have been covering a
Hmm.
few parts, it's like
Yeah.
the when we started, we covered just one a year, but
Hmm.
recently this year we
Hmm.
covered three trips. So like three
Hmm.
trips a year. So
Hmm.
if it goes this way, I might
Hmm.
miss a few of them, and then
Hmm.
definitely I will have this FOMO that okay, all others are going and I'm missing this. So I would feel at that point of time for sure. And on that note, I would like to ask you.
Hmm.
I mean, I have already got the answer that how you visit different places, especially
Hmm.
in South India. For but suppose a few of
Hmm.
your friends are going somewhere, and
Hmm.
to because of some reason you are missing this,
Hmm.
but you really wanted to go with them. How would you feel?
To be very honest, I don't think I would be that affected because deep in my heart, I know that the places that I want to visit, I will. To be very honest, there are very few places, like literally three places that I want to visit in this lifetime, and I'm pretty confident that I will. Even if it takes time, I'm okay. I'm very patient in that matter. So yeah, I think I'm okay with it, because a lot of my friends have already visited foreign countries, like Maldives and Thailand and US and UK and stuff like that. I feel genuinely happy. I don't feel a FOMO. So as long as I'm covering my items on the bucket list, I'm happy. If that doesn't
Okay.
get covered, then I feel okay, I am lagging. That's when I feel a bit rattled. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But you answered in different context. There was a
Uh-huh.
situation that you want to go and
Yeah,
yet you
yeah,
are
I
missing
wouldn't
it.
feel bad. No, 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 no. I
Yeah.
wouldn't. I wouldn't. Because if I'm not going, there must be some strong reason behind it. So I'm like, okay, I'll go next time. So I'll feel like that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Great. And you spoke really well. One thing that I've noticed today in the way you were speaking, Raj, right from the beginning, is that your body language. You were using quite a lot of hand gestures. I was able to see that. And you greeted me with a
Okay.
smile. And even now, when you're answering the questions, you have a pleasant smile on your face. So
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
a good change. That's a very positive change. Keep at
Oh,
it.
great.
Watch your recordings, observe your expressions intently, and
Yeah.
see where else you can tweak this and make it better. But today, whatever feedback I gave you in the last class, you worked on every single one of them, and I'm so happy to see that. Okay,
Thank you. Thank you. And
no
this is
problem.
the first time that
Yeah,
I'm getting a feedback that yes, I have smile while answering.
you
Otherwise,
have.
till now, I have I had been getting the same thing that I should smile more, express
Yes,
more. So
true,
it
true.
is a big day, of course, for me.
Yes, of course. So now you've just started it, and to be honest, session after session, it'll become easier for you, right? You won't feel like you have to do it on your own. Subconsciously, only you will start responding that way. And before
Yeah,
the
sure.
session ends, I would just like to give you a quick difference between TEFL and TESOL. All right, it's very very
Okay.
simple. Can you tell me the full form of TEFL first?
Uh, Teach English as foreign language.
Yes,
Uh,
absolutely. So this
and
certification,
TESOL is teach English
huh,
to speakers of other language.
yes, teaching English to speakers of other languages, absolutely. So TEFL, it refers to teaching English in non-English speaking countries. Okay.
Okay.
If a person wants to go to a country like Vietnam or Thailand, all right, where English is a foreign language and it's a non-English speaking country, for them, TEFL would be required. The
So
second one,
this sorry to interrupt you, but
hmm,
this is what my confusion is that even India is foreign language. I mean, for India, English is foreign language. So
yeah.
TEFL can be crucial in India as well.
Absolutely. See, it's not about, see, you don't have any intention of going outside the country to teach, right? What
Right.
these certifications give you is the technique to teach English in a better way. That's the thing.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
And the CESOL, that refers to teaching English as a second language in English speaking nations. Got it?
Okay.
So that is the
Yeah.
difference between TEFL and TESOL. So this is the biggest difference. Okay. And my focus on getting this certification is not to leave India and go and teach somewhere. I just want to get acquainted with the different techniques that can be employed in my class. So that's the reason
Yeah.
I'm doing this.
Sure.
That's
Of
it.
course.
Okay. Yeah. So I
Right.
hope I answered your doubt.
Yeah. Sure.
Great then. So I hope to see you again next week. Am I meeting you tomorrow?
Yes, it is tomorrow.
Absolutely. 11:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Correct?
Right.
Perfect. So I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Have a nice time and
You
see you
too.
tomorrow.
See you.